Hololive English Gen 2 is the thing. I like the owl girl. The others exist. Alright, enough about them. Let's talk about Pomu. Pomu is like the Pac in the Pac-Man in the Ghostly Adventures theme song because she is back. Her return is probably the best return since John Cena's return at Money in the Bank, which was literally last month, and it's probably going to be better than CM Punk's likely return at AEW Friday Night Renegade. It's not official yet. I'm recording this before AEW Friday Night Renegade, so it's not officially CM Punk's return, but it's very likely to be CM Punk's return. This could probably have aged poorly. It could have also not been CM Punk. I don't know. This is all being recorded before CM Punk's fucking return, which is probably going to be happening at AEW Friday Night Renegade. Fuck! But the celebrations were cut short when she put on the glasses and apologized for some of the crimes she committed in her absence. And since she didn't sigh at the start of the apology or tear up or show any pets, that means this is a 100% genuine apology. Any apology without those three things is 100% genuine. Trust me, I should know. I broke out of Camp Delta. I know my shit. So the apology itself wasn't the problem. No, the problem was the crimes that she's apologizing for. I'm using that word very loosely because no the fuck they're not. If any of these are crimes, then Ben 10 should be sentenced to death by electric chair for throwing away his normal pills. I honestly think Pomu is just another victim of cancel culture. They're mad at her non-crimes because normal people aren't upset about them or even know that Pomu exists. You want to know who's done worse things than Pomu but has gotten away with doing those worst things scot-free? Well, here's an entire list of them. Look at that. See that right there? That right there is Rikishi. He fucking ran over someone and he did it for The Rock. I guess vehicular manslaughter isn't as bad as making a fake TikTok. Also, how come when Pomu commits forgery, it's bad, but when there's an entire show about forging blades, that's perfectly okay? Like, look at Will Willis. He's having a bunch of people come onto his show and forge blades, but yet none of them are getting punished for it. And before any of you dumbasses try to come into my comments saying how forgery is not the same as forging a blade, I say, fuck you. It's in the name, forgery. It's the same thing. I should know. I broke out of Alcatraz. And this one right here, saying I'm horny on a Lyra stream, that one is just straight up discrimination against horny people. Plus, there's a bunch of rhinos and rhino beetles out there in the wild living their entire lives being horny, but they're not being forced to apologize for it. Hey, I'm starting to notice the blatant hypocrisy. It's like the big media conglomerates are watching everything Pomu does, and every time she does something that could be made to look like a crime, their chimp brains activate and they begin their straw grasping process. I can just imagine them at CNN. They're like, ooh, Pomu on bridge. She has friend. Must be kidnapping. Write down. She is cancelled. Yet when Selene steals a boat or some iron or my son, they just make up this thing called ocean law so they don't have to admit that Selene did a fucking crime. I miss you, Jimmy. Oh, but with the sky bridge, they went further. They went further than that. They decided that just building it was a fucking crime. So what if Pomu builds a sky bridge? The whole point of Minecraft is building things and killing the Ender Dragon, but mostly the building things. But easily the most ridiculous of them all by a nautical fucking mile is the claim that assisting with the Obsidia house in the Nijisanji World server is domestic terrorism. Honestly, I just could not stop laughing when I first read that. I thought that was so funny. Props to you, Pomu. You are a comedic genius. The entire bit was great. I mean, how could the media think that this was domestic terrorism? I guess I'm not as fluent in the English language as I thought, because I had no idea domestic terrorism meant creating art. I've already made an entire video on the house and why it's better than these other inferior houses, so I'll just keep this simple. It's fucking beautiful. It's like the Eiffel Tower, but if the Eiffel Tower was a house and was in a country that didn't suck donkey dicks. Who cares if the house mentally scarred an innocent penguin? She's a penguin. Their feelings don't matter. She's gonna eat Finana one day. In fact, if anything, all the house did was delay Finana's inevitable demise. So really, we should all be thanking Selene and Pomu for making that house. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Why isn't Selene apologizing for building the house? The whole operation was her idea, for crying out loud. She should be the one apologizing, not Pomu. Gee, it's almost as if the chimpanzees up at the media are super fucking biased. Though I must say, they are right about her being Pomu. She is in fact Pomu. So gamers, today we learned that Pomu, like a certain sheep in Hololive, has done nothing wrong. The only thing Pomu has done in her life that actually is a crime is shoot a reporter, which she did after the apology, but even then, it's a reporter, she fucking deserved it. In my personal opinion, I believe Pomu should actually retract her apology and say that the media is full of big pussy bitch babies. Because, you know, it's kind of true. And also, now that we know that Pomu is not a criminal, Alira must lift her restraining order, accept she is Pomu's wife, and play Minecraft with her.